Hey guys, what's up, it's jjaaxxthelegend here. Today I'm here with another Minecraft tutorial / information video. Today I'll be going over a few things you should know before going into your Minecraft first world. So the first thing you do when you spawn into a Minecraft world is normally punch a tree to get some wood. But before you even do that, I always have a look around to see if there are any generated structures nearby. One of the best Minecraft structures to find is a village. This is because it can give you many resources and many things to get you off to a good start in the game. Villages in Minecraft can be found in the following biomes: the desert biome, the plains biome, the savanna biome, the snowy tundra biome, and the taiga biome. So it's definitely worth having a look around for these. Now if you do find one of these villages in one of the biomes, you'll have access to loads of resources, including hay bales are very likely and a very useful resource because you can go around breaking these, and this gives you a load of bread. You can get potatoes, beetroots, carrots, and all of these vegetables. These are reasonably tricky to find unless you find a village or some sort of structure. You can get wheat in these villages as well, but you can also get wheat everywhere else by breaking the grass and getting seeds and planting it. Another thing you can find in villages are these chests that are hidden in the houses or in different sort of work areas, say like at a blacksmith. It all depends on the type of village. These chests can include simple things like leather armor, up to some pretty hard to get things like obsidian, or even some mid-game things like iron armor, which can be super useful. Or you can even get one of the rarer things, which is a saddle. These are super hard to find anywhere else because you can't craft them, and they have to be found in some sort of pre-generated chest. Saddles are really important so you can ride horses and ride your pigs and striders. Another essential item, which is super useful, if you haven't had the chance to already make one, is the bed. I tend to run over to the village if I see one when I start up my game and take one of the beds straight away, because that means I don't have to spend a few 10 or 15 minutes looking for sheep to make a bed. Just a quick tip on the bed: once you have it, you want to try and sleep as early as possible into the night as you can, because it will reduce the amount of hostile mobs spawning. It will also set your respawn point if you don't break the bed, because if you sleep in the bed and then break it, you'll get sent back to the spawn. I always suggest that you never wreck a village fully, so you don't try and cut down their houses and things like that, because one, they make out a great starting base where you can actually live in there, and two, later on in the game you can come back there if the villagers haven't died because you've wrecked it, and actually trade with them, which can be super useful. As well as villages, you can use other generated structures like shallow caves as a form of shelter. Now, I don't suggest going into any super deep caves, as these can contain hostile mobs and things like lava, but the shallow ones are super useful and sometimes also have some resources in them, like some iron or some coal. There are also some other structures you need to look at besides villages and sort of little crevices in the walls of mountains, which include igloos. Igloos sometimes have chests, but they don't tend to have them on the surface level. You need to break the carpet in the igloo, and they might have a ladder to get down to a bottom sort of secret area, and you'll find chests there. Another great spot to look for is nether ruins. Nether ruins contain lots of great stuff, but be aware that there is magma and lava around these chests, and they can do quite a bit of damage. Now, in regards to the obsidian that you find there, which sort of looks like black cobblestone, you can't actually break that until you have a diamond pickaxe. One of the best ones is a desert temple. These contain loads of loot, but they're a little bit tricky to get into. Let me explain how you can do it safely without risking your Minecraft life. Now, when looking for chests in these desert temples, they're not actually on the surface level. They're below the huge pattern in the center that you can see on the screen. To get down to these, you don't want to just dig straight down, because you'll fall into a pressure plate which will ignite TNT. So what you want to do is dig down via the side, hop down, break the pressure plate and the TNT, and then grab your loot and build back up. As you can see here, I got some really good loot, including some diamond horse armor. Now, with you finding all of these amazing spots, you want to keep track of where they are, and a way to do this is to use a debug screen, which shows all of the coordinates. The way to access this is by either pressing F3 on your keyboard, or if you don't have an F3 key, pressing your function key and then the 3 key, and this should activate the debug menu. And you can see the coordinates are located here, and you can write these down. Now, one thing you don't want to go near early game are these pillager outposts. These contain pillagers and Ravengers, which are incredibly hard to fight unless you have the correct gear. Now, these pillager outposts spawn in the same biome as villagers and are found often near villages, so if you look around a pillager outpost, you'll tend to find a village. So in Minecraft, fighting in any version above 1.9, so that includes the most recent version, you do not want to spam click your sword. And what I mean by that is do not quickly click in quick succession on your sword. You need to wait for the cooldown to finish to deal the most damage and to apply a sweeping edge effect, where it will hit multiple mobs. As you can see on your screen, there is a huge difference in time taken to kill, because say my iron sword does 6 damage when I let it come back from the cooldown, when I quickly hit it, it will only do half a heart. Another useful tip, especially if you're getting away from mobs or traveling long distances, is when sprinting, by holding W and Control, hold down your spacebar. This will increase your movement speed by quite a large amount. Now, it does increase your hunger loss, so if you're running low on food, I don't suggest doing this, but if you're not and you're nicely stocked up on it, feel free to hold down that spacebar while you're running and you will run quite a bit faster. Another trick that I like to use if I hadn't had a chance to mine or find coal, or I've just gone really unlucky and haven't found any, is to make some charcoal by smelting some wood logs. This can be any sort of wood logs and it'll make charcoal, which has the same properties as coal. One thing to remember that all the Minecraft meats and potatoes are actually a lot more efficient when they are cooked in a furnace using some coal or charcoal. They increase it by quite a drastic amount. You can see the time difference that is showed on your screen with me eating normally raw beef and then cooked beef. So, as well as that, meats like chicken can actually have a negative effect on you if you eat them raw. You can get nauseous and hunger from eating raw chicken. When you do start to go down mining, you need to remember that different ores require different pickaxe levels. Generally, an iron pickaxe will be good for you for most things other than mining obsidian. A stone pickaxe will be able to get all of the ores except for rare ones like gold, redstone, and diamonds. But then a wood one will only be able to get you a few things. If you ever need some information about this, I always suggest to go to the Minecraft Wikipedia and look up the item. And down on the side, they normally say what level what level pickaxe you need to break the item. Now, if you do end up mining something with the wrong pickaxe, it will eventually break, but it won't drop anything. This isn't normally too big of an issue unless you're mining something like diamonds. Just remember, diamond needs an iron pickaxe or above. So an iron pickaxe, a diamond pickaxe, or a netherite pickaxe. As you do mine, don't forget to light up using torches, otherwise you'll get mobs spawning. A torch is made by placing a stick with a piece of charcoal or coal on top. You get 4 for each stick and piece of coal. While adventuring these caves, you might come across mob spawners. Now, these mob spawners are very, very useful later in the game. So I always suggest that you don't break them, you place torches around them after killing the mobs, because this will stop them from spawning, but allow you to come back to that mob spawner in the future to make a farm. Make sure to check out my cave spider and my spider farm. The link for those will be in the description down below. Now, the main reason why we're not breaking it is because you can't break and pick up a spawner. Now, as well as that, normally in spawner rooms or even in spawner mine shafts, you'll find a chest, so you do also get some good loot in return. When putting on any sort of utility item or any item that has a menu, you need to make sure you hold down shift, because otherwise you'll end up accidentally opening up the menu, which is very annoying. So holding down shift and placing a block will allow you to place an item on top of that. But remember, some items, some blocks, if you place blocks on top of them, you won't be able to use them. Say for the chest. If I place a block on top of the chest, I won't be able to open it. Same with the shulker. Now, with chest mechanics have gotten a bit crazy ever since one of the most recent updates. So, to place a double chest, you need to place 2 chests next to each other on the ground. Now, to place 2 single chests next to each other, you need to hold shift and do the same. Now, to place a double chest on top of a double chest, hold shift, place down a chest on top of the double chest, and then place another chest while holding shift on the side of that chest you just placed. Then again, with the single chest, just hold shift and place 2 chests on the ground, or on the extra double chest that it's sitting on. So now you guys know some helpful tips that will give you a bit of a head start in your first Minecraft survival world. So that's going to be the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new for awesome tip videos and tutorials like this that you'll be able to use in your Minecraft survival world in the future for sure. So I'll see you guys later. And remember, stay carbonated.